So we're here with Dave Wiens, six-time winner of the Leadville Trail 100.
Um, I feel really good this year. I feel the same as I have in the past, and it's interesting because last year after the race I said I'll never be this fit again, and this is it for me. And all of a sudden here I am again a year later, and I feel at least as fit as I was last year. It's really hard to say how that fitness will manifest itself on race day, but I feel great. As far as the race this year, though, the field is much deeper with JHK and Todd Wells and perhaps Burry Stander, Levi. This year is that I think a top five for me would be phenomenal, but it's going to be a fantastic race, and I'm excited to compete. My plan would be to try to stay at the front of the race. That's always the plan, to ride with the leaders, and as soon as plan A isn't working, then you fall back into the chase group. And if you can get into a group of some sort to the Twin Lakes feed zone at mile 40, then it really becomes, it can become a time trial at that point. So it's a combination of looking for a certain time as well as a certain strategy. So stay at the front of the race as long as I can. And a time, I'm going to be happy with anything right around 7 hours. What Lance did last year in 6:30 with a flat tire, that's out of the realm of what I can do. But the year before, I was able to do a 6:45, and that was because Lance and I were trading poles back and forth for 90 miles. So if I get into a group, I could run a faster time than 7. But I think the last couple of years has showed that if I'm in good fitness and I have to basically, ride alone for a little over half the race, I can ride right around 7 hours. The addition of those big names, JHK, Todd Wells, Levi, I don't look at that as pressure on me. I feel like I've already accomplished what I'm going to accomplish at Leadville, and if I were to do something amazing, for example, win the race this year, that would just be a cherry on top of all of those other things that have happened there. But no, I think it's I get excited because it's going to be a great race, and there's a bunch of good bike racers now that are going to be battling. It's not just ones or twos. It's 5, 6. There could be 10 guys. I think there might be some sleepers on the list that we don't even know about yet, who are going to be up front. So no, I get excited about it. It doesn't mean necessarily any more work for me. It might mean more guys coming in front of me. Like my ultimate placing could potentially vary, but I would like to see this race be as competitive as it can be up front. I think that's a good thing for the race and good thing for the sport. Jeremy and Todd and Lance, they do all these races. It's just another bike race, but for me, it's really the one race I do all year, and I really focus on it. It's a big sort of a culmination when the race is over. I think regardless of how I've done, there's a big sense of relief. It's not on my mind anymore. My whole world just changes in a good way. In a good way, it's nice to always finish the race.